I want to ask you about your experience. I mean, you were sitting down next to pro-Hamas students. These are not fatigues-wearing militants. They're educated, college-going young men. What do they have to say about why they support Hamas and their thoughts, of course, on the Israeli narrative when it comes to Hamas and terrorism?
Well, first of all, I want to say that they could not have been more hospitable and more gracious and more professional in working with me. But in regards to how they see Hamas, they see it as the alternative. Because today they see the Palestinian Authority, in particular your boss, kind of as a corrupt Uncle Tom. He has appeased the oppressor for the sake of corruption. So they see something purity or a more pure alternative in Hamas. And in regards to the Israeli narrative...
Do they disregard it entirely? Do they see the Israeli point of view at all?
I don't think they respect it either way, because the Israeli opinion is the opinion of their enemy. I think the only concern for the Israeli opinion are the consequences associated with publicly supporting Hamas.
All right, so we see this, battle taking shape at the ballot box between two completely different visions, but ultimately the same goal: Palestinian statehood, standing on the international level. What do they have to say about the peace process, about perhaps even the two-state solution itself?
Well, first of all, there's an expression for every two Jews, there's four opinions. The same could be said for Palestinians, maybe even more so. But in regards to the two-state solution, let's play word association. When they hear diplomacy or they hear cooperation in regards to Israel, they think failure, they think corruption. They don't see it as a plausible alternative. They think that Israel is not a partner, and they think that the current leadership that's engaging in the peace process with Israel is only doing it for corrupt interests.
So they're trying to fatten their own pocketbooks, kind of.
Essentially.